what type of you like?
What type?
Type.
I like smart. I love smart women.
Oh.
Smart women. That's my favorite thing about a woman. Smart.
They were all beautiful, they were all nice, but this brought me closer to home. I didn't want in my home a divided relationship. People need, the Bible tells you to cultivate your relationship. Being alone, I decided that I wanted to have someone in my life. But when I undertook this journey, I decided that I was not necessarily going to have a positive result as far as coming here to meet someone. So I undertook this challenge and said, I'm going to go anyway because I'm going to be able to experience a new culture. I've never been out of the United States before in my life. I really enjoy being here, and the culture of the people is fascinating to me. They have a self-respect, a dignity, and a calm presence about themselves that's welcoming, and it draws you in. So I found AFA on YouTube. I saw the broadcast, I saw how professional it was, and I decided that this was something that I wanted to be a part of. Well, I watched YouTube for over 3 years, and then I decided that I no longer wanted to be on this side of the screen. I wanted to be part of the action.
If you're going to date a lady, date local, keep your time limited, yeah? You be in control of that. Don't let the lady control where you're going to go, okay?
Absolutely fantastic. First, I want to start with many things. The first thing would be that the camaraderie between the other gentleman and myself was very important. We became friends, we had contacts. I have people now, friends of mine all over the United States and Hawaii and every other state. And this is good because you build friendships, which is first. Second, as a Jehovah's Witness, I believe that when it comes to dating, you have to get to know the person. You have to build a friendship first, just like a building. When you construct a building, a foundation has to be dug into the ground in order for that relationship to stand, to work, and to grow and to thrive. And I was able to do that. The social was overwhelming. You walk into a room and each table, there's women in there, total of over 100 women. And the attention that you receive and the people and the smiles and the million questions that the women are asking you is very important. And it's just a surreal feeling. It was mind-blowing. And to do it 2 nights in a row is a lot. But the first night I was prepared. I was dressed well. And they put me in the front of the line and I came in and I enjoyed the whole experience. The second night, the same thing. They put me in the front of the line again and I enjoyed the experience. Everything is so professional, the way they do it. It relaxes you because now you see how this works so smoothly. It's a united organization that works like a well-oiled time clock. And it was fantastic. So I enjoyed myself. But my mindset was just to find someone and start friendships. Relationships start from friendships. You take a seed, you put it in the ground, you water it, you cultivate it. What happens? A tree grows from it. Fruit grows from it. Plants grow from it. The same thing with a relationship. You can't get an instant relationship. You can't tear a packet, pour it in water, stir it up, and you got an instant girlfriend. I didn't want that. I want somebody that would accept my religion, someone that understands something about the Jehovah's Witnesses. And the person that I met, her whole family is Jehovah's Witnesses. So this gives her an insight and a segue into who I am as a person and how we respond. This was good for me, and I found it was just different from all the other interactions I had with all the ladies. They were all beautiful, they were all nice, but this brought me closer to home. I didn't want in my home a divided relationship. People need, the Bible tells you to cultivate your relationship in your faith. And as far as we're concerned as witnesses, it's better for us to have somebody that can understand, so you can marry only in the Lord, as the scripture says. And that was important. We have to be in the same mind wavelength where we know that we're headed towards being in the same religion, And that's better for the household. It is. I went through many dates. I saw many people, had a wonderful time, and the very last person came 2 hours riding to be here. That impressed me a lot. Okay, so she's straightforward. She's very straightforward. She has a calm demeanor. She is very single-minded in the fact that she looks at a relationship as a sacred promise, okay, from growing up around a family that's involved in religion. That means a relationship where two people really become friends, and then they go on from there to make their minds up towards matrimony. She's fun to be with. She's trustworthy and faithful, and I like her a lot, yeah.
As the relationship gets more and more serious, and you're talking about merging those two lives into one, then you really want to try and be as realistic as possible and paint a really realistic picture of what your life is going to be like when she gets here, and what her life is going to be like, so that when she gets here, she's not, totally freaked out. All right, and she should be doing the same for you. She's acting in one way during this courtship process, but when she comes over here, she just sits on the couch all day and eats bonbons and turns into a totally different person. That's not good either. So it works both ways, obviously, and both people have to be honest with each other about who they really are. So this is not an easy process. It really isn't. That's why you have to have all your ducks in a row, so to speak, as much as possible to make sure that it's going to go through as stress-free as possible and be successful and lead to marriage. Your family, that's another big factor. How supportive is your family of this? One of my clients once told me that the mother was at the wedding, and basically saying to friends, well, this will never last. That's not good. That's not supportive. You want your family to be on board with you, and you want them to be supporting your fiance. You want change in your life. You don't want to be sitting in front of the TV with a beer and a pretzel, for dinner. You want things to change, and that's why you're doing this, and I think it's a great thing.
Are you ready to get started? Sign up and connect with these real women.
Check out our website at
Bangkok-women.com.